Also, on that note, I would also like to say I think it's great that they added the AMD FreeSync to the Scorpio. This is something that has generally been known to just be on PC for the most part. Me personally, I just use G-Sync because I got NVIDIA cards. I like AMD, man, for reasons here and there, but I kind of like NVIDIA's software and stuff. It just seems to work better than AMD's, but that's my personal opinion. But this FreeSync thing is huge to me. Being that I play on PC, this would eliminate it's an option to eliminate a lot of the tearing and frame rate issues that can be presented on console gaming. Huge step, man. I mean, for people that probably haven't experienced it, or never will, or just don't want to play on PC, this is a very good thing. Like, this can do so much good for everyone that's games involved, right? Because the FreeSync technology does add to the cost of a monitor, right? You can get, let's say, maybe an affordable one, and I'm just speculating. I'm not looking at anything right now in front of me. You can get a G-Sync monitor, man, with that added price. I mean, like a regular monitor plus then you got to add G-Sync to it, right? Because I think it's a physical thing you put into the monitor for that service or option to be available. You got to add about $200 or whatever to the price. So if you found a monitor for like a nice 144 hertz monitor for like $250, you got to add about $200 to that price, and that's about how much it costs. So it's about $450, $500, man, for a decent G-Sync monitor. I mean, you might find some lower, more or less, but sometimes they might come in around that price. And so FreeSync, I believe, is a little bit cheaper because it's a software-based thing, for their monitors, AMD's monitors that offer it. So it might be a little bit cheaper than G-Sync, but the point being is that this is being offered on the PC platform. And so for Xbox Scorpio to be receiving it, huge, man, huge. I believe that this feature alone will make a lot of people consider getting the system, because you don't have to, you just don't have to compete with PC anymore. If the frame tearing and high frame rate may have been the issue for you, you don't have to worry about it, because I'm not too entirely sure how FreeSync works, because most of my experiences with G-Sync, and if the two services from what I hear are alike, this kind of unlocks the frame rate, which means you won't have a lot of the games that's on Scorpio, I guess, depending upon the developers, can make it so that it can be an unlocked frame rate, which means you can play at 1080p and don't have to be locked to 60 frames, which means the GPU in the Scorpio can run at its maximum and don't have to worry about that limitation of like 30 hertz or 60 frames, 30 frames, 90 frames or whatever. It can just run. So you might see frame rates as high as 100 or as low as 40, but the point being is that it's just not tied to a refresh rate of a TV or a monitor that doesn't have G-Sync or FreeSync. So I think this is huge. If I was in the market, to get a Scorpio, which I'm not, but if I was, this would be something that would greatly persuade me. That's another thing I wanted to add. But I hope this feature unlocks the frame rate. It doesn't just hold it at 60. This would be great, man. Like, I can imagine a lot of gamers when they first experience this, just the not having tearing and the frame rate. Oh man, it'd be huge, because a lot of people that haven't experienced PC gaming for whatever reason, this would be a really big thing.